Members of the board, Mr. Rooney, Dr. Rogers, honored guests, class of 2020. Today, and for the fourth time, I have the distinct privilege of handing out the Golden Eagle Award. This award is given annually to a qualified member of the senior class based on 3 criteria. Academics. The recipient must have earned honors or higher for his entire career at the upper school, coupled with a strong desire manifested in diligent study to acquire knowledge. Citizenship. The recipient must have consistently demonstrated a willingness to participate constructively in school activities, to understand and comply with the standards of dress and deportment, to show respect for teachers, staff, and fellow students, and to set a positive example for others to follow. Spiritual. The recipient must provide a strong Christian witness by demonstrating humility, love, caring, compassion, and assistance for fellow classmates, and by seeking and applying God's will in his daily walk. Our theme verse this year, 1 Thessalonians 5:15b through 16, reads, "But always seek to do good to one another and to everyone. Rejoice always." The Golden Eagle Award recipient is a student who has consistently demonstrated the ability to apply this verse in a high school setting. We say that it is not necessary to give the award every year. But for the class of 2020, that was never a consideration. This class has several well-qualified individuals of both genders. One of them, in particular, stands out. This year's awardee is a servant leader in church, in the community, and in our performing arts program. He has maintained highest honors every semester. He rewrote a paper on which he received an A- because he wanted to finish the year on a high note. He has served as class president, captain of 2 athletic teams, small group leader, and student ambassador. When my wife asked on Facebook if anyone had a sword that she could use as a speaking prop, he responded by driving one over promptly. He participated in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, which he co-led, the Quiz Bowl team, and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Early in his athletic career, he was recognized with the Most Improved and Mighty in Spirit awards. We all saw him playing bass in the chapel team and sharing several excellent devotional messages. He patiently let me know when some of the distance learning assignments that I had posted were missing hyperlinks or daily discussion questions. He played 2 different instruments for the jazz band and the orchestra. Played in 2 musical performances and served in the tech team for both lights and sound, service that he has also rendered to 2 different churches. He has participated in several iterations of the Surge Christian Leadership Conference. He has climbed the ladder of Trail Life USA to earn the Freedom Award, the equivalent of the Eagle Scout. Our PCA 2020 Golden Eagle Award winner is, not surprisingly, Griffin Hotz.
Griff, how are you, kid? Good. Congratulations, brother.
Thank you so much. Last month, I turned 18. On my birthday, I received a letter from a man whose wisdom I greatly admire. He congratulated me on becoming a legal adult and informed me that as a 65-year-old, he himself eagerly awaits becoming an adult. I stand here soon to be a graduate of high school. Frankly, I'm shocked about it and encourage investigation into how this happened. It seems to me that a few weeks ago, I was an eager 7-year-old who just wanted to see over the counter at the store. Today, I still feel like that kid. Most days, I like to go for a run at UNH. I run along the sidewalks and keep out of the way of the big college kids. But what I realize now is that I'm pretty close to them. Big? I'm 6'2". Unless we're in some exotic place like Fargo, North Dakota, that's reasonably big. College kid? In 2 months, I'll be packing my car for freshman year. And yet, I'm still that little 7-year-old, ecstatic to get a free cookie from Market Basket. What I've come to realize is that this is a near universal feeling. My grandfather still feels like a little kid, and so do many people I talk to. More importantly, I think this feeling is what Jesus asks of us. I believe the feeling of being a kid is God stirring in our hearts. This is my last chance to formally address you as friends and as classmates. And the lesson I think we all need is to be comfortable in childlike faith. In Matthew 19, the little children are brought before Jesus, and the disciples rebuke the parents. Jesus, in turn, says, "Let the little children come to me, and do not forbid them, for such is the kingdom of heaven." Throughout the Bible are references that say we, all of humanity, are children of God. But what does it mean to be God's child? A child knows its bounds, and it takes life simply. The child is so quick to pass on the baton to an adult when things go wrong. On the playground, a child will walk up to you and say, "Can we be friends?" Which, by the way, is how I hope it works in college. The little child just wants to see over that mysterious counter. And at the same time, a child's wonder is all-consuming. A butterfly can make one's day. A dandelion is the most beautiful flower imaginable, and a crystal-clear sky is a view to the heavens. A child's hope is sincere, and its trust is whole. As the child grows, it reaches a point that it feels it's figured everything out. I, like many of you, are prone to feel that I know all the answers. After all, the wisdom of an 18-year-old is infinite. But college can exacerbate this condition. However, as Dr. Gamble mentioned, I recently redid a paper for him. This is because I just now figured out the lesson to read assignment directions both before and after you do the assignment. Clearly, I do not have all the answers. And neither do parents, teachers, friends, or any so-called expert. If you want to get to the truth, it's best that we talk to the Creator of truth. Christ asks that we come to Him with a childlike faith, a faith that comes from knowing we aren't enough, can't know enough, and need Him. In return, He has given us a beautiful life that is deserving of a child's wonder and hope, and the Holy Spirit in us to create a maturity in action and responsibility. Look around. The world is run by people who think they have it figured out, and it's clear they do not. No doubt you will leave here destined for great things and great responsibility. Please, ask for help. Come to God and let Him direct your steps. Whether we are old or young, as small as Hannah or as big as Bryson, we can exhibit childlike faith. As little kids who want to see over life's big obstacles, may we not jump in vain, but kneel in prayer. Thank you.